This is an enormous buff to your punishment. Enormous buff to your punishment. Anything that whiffs, that's evasive, and you can't electric, down for the 1-4, steel pedal, vortex. What's up guys, TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. Take 2 trying to do this. I still have a flu, my arcade stick is barely functioning. Because anytime I do these breakdowns, I drop all of the combos anyway. But so remember that my stick is not working. Erectile stick function, so we'll see how well I do. But I'm so happy for us Kazuya players or Tekken players. Patch 105 is incredible. It's fixed pretty much everything I wanted to see fixed with Tekken 8. And Kazuya is the way he should have been day fucking 1. I'm happy to tell you that the combos now work. They're very stable. They're very resilient. This character actually now has combos. He's playing Tekken 8. And his damage is now very, very high. If you have the execution, you can staple triple electric now into bound. If you have the execution. If you do a perfect electric, it does a fucking gigaton of damage, like 70%. And perfect electric is worth doing now. If you drop it, again, if you have the execution, you can save it by doing that. You can double electric into down for 1-2. You can even from forward 3, you can do this route. Or from forward 3, you can do the super heavy impact Neo CD1+2. If you want an easier combo. 76 damage. You landed a Demon God Fist. This is my new staple. No execution. 80 fucking damage. Back 2-1+2 recovers 8 frames faster, giving it wall travel potential. Finally, you have functional combos, and Kazuya hits real hard now, as he should, as he always should have. And much of this is due to the fixing of the downward 1 hitbox. The downward 1 no longer has a bugged hitbox. It now hits as low as it should. It will even hit Xiaoyu in her AOP, not only the AOP, but the AOP duck that evades even certain lows. Downward 1 hits her. So it hits as close as to the ground as you possibly can without hitting grounded. Enormous buff. And this has made it so that, for example, from the left here, this connects. This would never connect before. So downward 1 is extremely reliable. And also now, it hits AOP. You know when someone does something like this towards you, they do an attack that whiffs, but they recover crouching? Downward 1 will always hit them now. And now you have the amazing downward 1-4 as well. So now, this string is -11 on block, but it is now a 15 frame easy mode punish. Block a rage art, blap blap. Very nice. Here, you get a super powerful situation. What I thought we were going to get this knockdown. But instead, we get an even better knockdown. They have her back towards you here. Not only do you get a free steel pedal, but they have her back towards you here. So most people are gonna tech roll that knockdown. But if they don't, if they hold back, that will connect. They can't block that. If they hold back to get back up again. But if they tech roll here, you'll just go for a 50-50 mix-up. But this is an enormous buff to your punishment. Enormous buff to your punishment. Anything that whiffs, that's evasive, and you can't electric, down for the 1-4, steel pedal, vortex. -15, you can't electric it, down for the 1-4, steel pedal. Down for the 1-4 also, interestingly, will wall splat from very far away. Very powerful. And you also see how hard the CD1+2 hits on the wall here for the bound. Extremely large buff for Kazuya. I can't overstate how good this was for the character. Finally having something like that. And again, down for the 1 hitbox, hits AOP duck. So there's a lot here with the downward 1 that has been significantly improved. CD1 plus 2. This move was completely useless. Patricide Fist was completely useless. It was completely overshadowed, absolutely overshadowed by forward 3 and Devil Fist. Not anymore. It actually has a very unique utility now in being a wave dash attack. Mid, knockdown mid, that's +5 on block. And it chips, as you can see. So at +5, down for 2 is completely uninterruptible. And it will not trade with a jab. Completely uninterruptible. You can do a down for 1 here, and if a jab, it will trade. So a very good situation for Kazuya. You have to note though here that the move still has absolutely 0 tracking. Absolutely 0 tracking. So for example, if I set Miss Xiaoyu here to tech roll. Oh god, I'm a confused old man, aren't I? So for example, this is the first situation I thought of. Maybe I can 50-50 with this. If he thinks another Hell Sweep is coming, this will knock him down, right? And he takes big damage. But if he blocks it, I get +5. And I can do another mix-up. But it has no tracking. Even if I wave here to realign, it loves to whiff. And this happens to the other side as well. This is because Patricide Fist is a completely linear attack. It doesn't have a single pixel of tracking to either direction. So you have to remember that when you use this attack. You have to be certain that they are going to respect you. Make sure he's gonna respect you, and then you can throw this. And it gives you a big old +5 and chip. It has utility, but again, it's a bit situational. You need good reads on your opponent. They buffed the damage a lot. It does 33. So it's a very powerful bound. So again, I showed you my new staple from Demon God Fist. I'll just do this immediately, and you're already at 48 damage. And this is a good combo route, because you can do this. This will throw them onto the wall, if you have good positioning. But also, you can actually opt to use your heat burst here. And you're at 98 damage. It's just a very good route. And again, forward 3 has the same combo route. So not bad at all, to be honest, as a bound tool. Combo utility is high. And then I want to talk about the new CD3. CD3, when your devil, does more damage now. It does 50. Used to do 45. So it does more damage in combos. But now you're actually going to want to use this a bit in the neutral. This is basically unseen. We would never do this. But the way this move works now is that if you guard it, you take 19 damage and you are at -6. Kazuya gets +6 frames. And again, if on block, 19 damage on block. And at +6, this means down for 1 is completely uninterruptible. If I follow with that. So just, I've already done in player matches, like a sequence like this, jab check. And it's a lot of chip damage, right? So, and then you factor in the new Patricide Fist. And you have a lot of new pressure utility with the character. CD3 also has a fuck ton of active frames. You can see below there. This move has 9 active frames. Experiment with this move, pressuring. You have no idea how many people duck CD3 and they're like, oh, it's over now, and they try to punish and they get hit. Because it's 9 active frames. 9. It's CD3 is a good move. Especially now when you're devil. Those 9 active frames really fuck up a lot of people. And you can also now opt to hold back to not transition into the throw. Should you want to. It's up to you. Same has happened to Devil Fist. You know, you would get that throw sequence. If you hold back, you can now wall splat with the move. You see? We don't get the throw. Big damage. Very good. TD44. The way this works now is that Kazuya recovers 5 frames faster on hit, but also on block. This means that this attack now is actually safe on block, the second hit. Used to be -14, now it's -9. Second hit is safe on block. That is really nice. If we whiff the first hit, and they stand there blocking because they think CD41 is incoming, safe on block. That's not bad at all. As it recovers 5 frames faster, you can pressure them sooner on hit. But that utility just seems pretty worthless considering you can just do CD41 and you get one of your best Oki situations, or one of the best Oki situations in the game. So, you know, I don't really see the purpose there. It's still not a very good attack, but it has some utility. Like, if you're at this range from the wall, CD41 is not gonna hit. You can try and do this, right? To either get a wall splat or get them to slam into the wall so you can follow up quickly with Oki. Next up is Shikue, which has a significantly lesser heat bar consumption. It used to eat 50% of your health bar, now it's closer to like 35%. So you can actually now, on a full heat bar, you can do 3 Shikues and not 2. This is really nice considering it's such a strong reversal. It's a long range, safe on block, mid power crush that hits grounded. If you're doing a jumping attack, it will also float bound. It's a very good move. So now you can actually spam it rather than do it once and your heat is gone. So that's very nice. They also gave you the option of doing Shikue from crouch while standing. So you can now do something like this, which is very flashy, but not that useful. I'm sure this will lead to some nice stuff. You can do this, which is flashy. Down 1+2 cancel into Shikue. So, you know, really cool sequences. I just don't know how strong they're gonna be. But we'll see. We're gonna experiment more with that. And then nice is that 112 is more reliable now. You'll have less instances of a second jab whiffing, or the third hit whiffing. So this is the second time we're fixing this. So hopefully completely consistent now. Back 1 also got a bigger hitbox, which is huge considering it's an 11 frame punish. So that's it for the changes. So a lot of incredible stuff for the character, but the combo utility being much, yeah, you know, let me just show you, I guess. So let's say I hit a perfect electric, if I can. $122. 123 if all of the electrics are proper electrics. There was one win Godfist there. But now it does 70% without resources, without rage, without heat. Which is what we expect actually from Kazuya in legacy Tekken games. Typically, a down for 2 perfect electric means 70% of your health bar gone if there is a wall. Has to be noted as well, like, if there is no wall, if I do the proper combo, it still hurts a ton. It's a little bit specific in its angle. That's 105, but you see how far I throw them. I think we can even back away a little bit more. It's 105 if you get all of the electrics there. But that's insane damage. You know, without the wall, without any resources. Yeah, damage is extremely high. So those of you who are super invested in this character, if you want to maximize your damage, you're gonna want to learn to do triple electric into down for 1, down for 2. The quick tutorial on how to do this combo is to do 2 electrics immediately. And then the third electric is a deep dash electric. You dash it up until the point where you feel, okay, my opponent is now gonna hit the ground. When they're as close as possible to the ground, you pull the trigger on the electric. So wait, and then commit to electric just as Xiaoyu is about to hit the ground. And then, the third step is to not do down for 1, down for 2 immediately, but do it from a micro dash. A micro dash is doing a forward dash like this, into down for 1, like this, but doing it as quickly as possible. So very quickly input forward, and then down for 1. You should get a very subtle, but still visible forward dash into down for 1. You have to do that, because if you don't do a micro dash, the down for 1 will always whip. But if you do it properly, this should be a staple. Yeah. Very high damage staple. If you want the easy combo, you can now do this, and it's 100% reliable. Double electric, back 2-2, down for 1, down for 2, and then you can do something like this. I'm just gonna give you my thoughts on his combos right now. Forward 3, they also buffed the hitbox of Fujin Uraken, so this works now, very reliably. So that's a good combo, and it's easier than reacting and doing sidestep 3. So just duck, Uraken. Back 2-2, down for 1, down for 2. Can also do this one I showed at the start. Patricide Fist Bound into that. Can now get wall, as you see. Awesome, awesome stuff. This one also allows for double electric into bound. So after forward 3, do a sidestep right to correct the axis, and then 2 dash. No, sidestep right electric, dash electric, down micro dash, and you got it. Very consistent. If you have the execution. And while setting 2, I do this Patricide Fist, as I showed you before. I do that combo route. The character feels incredible now. You hit like a truck. The combos are not bugged anymore. They actually work. Down for 1 has a very deep hitbox. We can now finally whiff punish or minus 15 punish with this. Feels absolutely awesome to do. Your increased pressure utility with Patricide Fist and CD3 is incredible. Yeah, he's just a ton of fun to play right now. Final thing I want to mention, which is kind of important, is that they did nerf Devil Fist. But this is a universal thing they did with all the Mishima Demon Paws. Devil Jin's Demon Paw has no pushback on block. Jin's has no pushback on block. Jin's got its phantom range removed, so it has less reach. Reina's lost tracking to both sides. You can now easily sidestep left her Raiden, which is forward for 2. But interestingly, Kazuya's Devil Fist, while the pushback is less, it actually still has some pushback. As you can see. It actually still has some pushback. So, Devil Fist actually still really good. I expected there to be no pushback. I thought we were gonna get this situation that we have on wall, right next to the opponent. But instead, some pushback. The Devil Fist is still incredibly good. So yeah, that's the breakdown for Kazuya. I'm so happy for us Kazuya players. To be honest, I'm happy for everyone because this patch is just so great. They've confirmed that the next big balance patch is gonna be in like half a year, up to a year's time. So the current state of the game is what you're going to see for a long time now. So for us Kazuya players, it's like, oh, thank God. They did fix him in time. So yeah, just enjoy Kazuya, have fun with the character. Hope you enjoyed my breakdown. Take care.